There are seasons when something in you is changing, but you cannot yet name what. Old rhythms feel slightly misaligned. Old roles feel tighter than they used to, and yet nothing fully new has formed. It can feel like standing at the water's edge as the tide shifts. The shoreline looks familiar, but the pattern of the waves is different. This space can feel disorienting. Not dramatic, not chaotic, just unfamiliar. You may wonder quietly, who am I becoming? Or even, who am I now? For the next 20 minutes, we are not going to rush toward an answer. We are going to stand at the shoreline of this moment and discover that the space between tides is steadier than it first appears. Begin by noticing your body, the surface beneath you, the support under your weight. Let yourself be held as sand holds the imprint of a foot. Notice your breath as it is, not deeper, not slower, just arriving like a wave that reaches shore without effort. Life may still be moving quickly outside this moment. Messages waiting, expectations waiting, decisions waiting, like distant currents beyond the break. But right now, nothing is required. Take one slow inhale and a slightly longer exhale. Again, with each exhale, imagine the tide gently pulling back from your feet, not abandoning the shore, just easing its intensity. Your nervous system can settle here. There is no performance happening, no catching up, just breath, just contact, just the steady rhythm of waves arriving and leaving. Now imagine, gently, that for a few moments, no one needs anything from you. No role to fulfill, no title to uphold, no explanation to give. Like driftwood released from what once held it in place, you are not a profession, not a parent, not a partner, not a problem to solve, just a person standing at the edge of the water. Notice what happens in your body when responsibility softens. Some relief, perhaps some unease, like stepping into cool water for the first time. If nothing was required of you for a moment, who is here? Don't answer with words. Just notice. What remains when the waves of expectation roll back? Breath remains. Awareness remains. Sensation remains. Something steady like the ocean floor beneath the tide is still here. The mind often labels this space as lost, but lost suggests drifting without ground, swept away. In between is different. In between is the quiet stretch of sand revealed when the tide pulls back. What looks empty is actually exposure. Something is being uncovered. Feel into your body again. The breath continues without needing a defined self. Your heart continues without needing certainty. You are functioning. You are present. You are not disappearing. You are being revealed in stages. The tide does not rush to reclaim the shore. It moves in rhythm. And so do you. Often, pace hides identity confusion. If you keep moving fast enough, you don't have to notice that something is shifting. Like waves crashing constantly, so you never see what lies beneath. But here, in stillness, the water calms, and the seabed becomes visible. A loosening, an openness, a question forming, without urgency, without panic, just curiosity. If nothing was required of you, who is here? Notice the quality of awareness itself. It does not rush. It does not demand clarity. It simply observes like someone watching the horizon. Perhaps identity is not something you must declare. Perhaps it is something that emerges the way the tide shapes shoreline. Gradually, through repetition, through contact. Let yourself rest in not knowing. Uncertainty is not a storm. It may simply be low tide. There is a difference between panic and wonder. Panic feels like being pulled under. Wonder feels like standing barefoot where the water meets the sand. Steady, curious. Panic asks, "What's wrong with me?" Wonder asks, "What is being uncovered?" Let yourself shift from needing answers to observing change. What feels authentic lately? What no longer fits? Like shells the tide leaves behind, some you keep. Some you let return to the sea. You do not have to decide who you are tonight. The shoreline does not define itself in one wave. It is shaped over time. Roots grow unseen before leaves reach light. You are not behind. You are in formation. And formation is quiet work. Now return again to what has not changed. Breath, sensation, awareness, the capacity to notice. This part of you is like the deep ocean, steady beneath surface motion. Waves rise, waves fall, but the depth remains. Child, adult, certain, uncertain. Every version of you has moved across this same depth. Identity shifts on the shoreline. Awareness remains beneath it all. You are not lost at sea. You are anchored in something quieter. As we come to the end, notice your body once more. Notice the support beneath you. You may not yet know who you are becoming. That's okay. The space between tides is not emptiness. It is preparation. The water washes away what no longer holds, and slowly, patiently, uncovers what does. Carry this with you. You do not need to rush to discover yourself. You can stand at the shoreline, curious, steady, unfinished. Take one slow breath in and a steady breath out. This is not confusion. This is becoming, and the tide knows exactly when to return. If this space between feels familiar, you are not alone in it. There is more to gently uncover, more shoreline to explore. When you're ready, I'll meet you here again.